Hello friends, and welcome to day 3 of Miss Sherry's online class. Let's start our day with our pledge. Everybody stand up, salute, and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Good job, friends. Okay, going over our Bible story next, friends. Remember, yesterday we saw Jesus riding into Jerusalem on the donkey, and all of the people were waving the palm branches and throwing their coats out in front of the donkey for the donkey to walk across in honor of Jesus. Okay. After Jesus rode through the streets of Jerusalem, he and his 12 disciples went to an upstairs room where they sat down together to eat the special Passover meal. Jesus knew that this would be his last night on earth. He told his disciples that he would soon leave them, and they felt very sad. As Jesus sat at the table, his heart was filled with sadness too. Jesus knew that Judas, one of his disciples, really did not love him, but only pretended to love him. Jesus also knew that soon Judas would tell Jesus' enemies how they could find Jesus. Jesus looked at his disciples and said, "One of you will betray me." Great sadness swept over the disciples. They felt so sad. Which one of them would do anything to hurt Jesus? And one by one they asked Jesus, "Am I the one? Am I the one?" And Jesus replied, "It is one of you 12 eating with me now." John leaned closer to Jesus and whispered to him, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus showed him by dipping some bread into the sauce and handing it to Judas. Judas then looked at Jesus and asked, "Master, is it I?" Jesus answered him, "Yes. And what you are going to do quickly." Jesus knew that what Judas was going to do. He knew all about Judas. Remember, Jesus knows everything about us. Jesus finished the Last Supper after Judas had gone. Quietly, he said to his disciples, "I will soon be going away from you, and I want you to remember what I have done for you." Jesus told his disciples many things about himself. Do you know why God the Son, Jesus, came to earth from heaven? Why he was born as a tiny baby and grew up to be a man? God had a very special reason for Jesus to be on earth. Do you remember that God created the world and the people in it so that they would love God and serve him? But instead of obeying God, people chose to disobey him and do what they wanted. God did not forget the people, though. He wanted to make a way for people to be forgiven for their sins. Sins are the bad things that we do. Sin must always be punished, so God the Father sent God the Son, Jesus, to take the punishment for all the sins of the people in the world. Jesus knew that his time on earth was nearly over. He knew that his enemies were making plans to kill him. The disciples tried to listen carefully to all that Jesus said, but they just did not understand what was about to happen. Soon they all left the upper room. They walked with Jesus through the streets of Jerusalem and into the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus took time to pray. He knew that it was almost time for him to do the very special work that God had sent him to earth to do. And our Bible verse for this week, friends, remember, comes from the book of Proverbs. Even a child is known by his doings. And that just means that when we help our parents, when we help our friends, when we say good things. When people see us, they will say, what a very nice and sweet child. And the way we talk to people and the way we show other people what kind of person we are. So even a child is known by his doings. Proverbs 20, verse 1. Okay, friends, let's go over our calendar next. The days of the week and the months of the year. How many days are there every single week, friends? There are 7 days in a week. Let's say our days of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's do it one more time, friends. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Good job, friends. Now let's say our months of the year. How many months are there, friends? Whoops, that's our numbers. We'll do that next. Wrong poster, friends. Here we go. Our months of the years. Let's say our months of the years together. There are 12 months in a year. Let's say them. Ready, friends? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Good job, friends. And how many seasons are there, friends? We have 4 seasons. Let's say our seasons. We have spring, summer, fall, and winter. Good job, friends. Our letter for this week is the letter W. What does W say? W says as in wagon. Our number for this week is the number 17. 1 and 7, 17. A 1 across the sky and down from heaven. That is how we make a 7. 1 and a 7, 17. 17 is in our teen family. Friends, when we write our W, our letter for the week, start at our red dot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lowercase 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We have upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. When we write our uppercase, lowercase is all downstairs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, friends, let's look at our worksheets that we're going to be doing today. Our first worksheet is the number 17. There are 17 leaves. Count the 17 leaves. You're going to color the leaves green. You're going to trace your 17s in the yellow box. Make your own 17. A 1 and a 7, friends. On our second worksheet, we have the letters W, upper and lowercase. Trace these with your finger, uppercase and lowercase. Don't forget, friends, to write our names. You're going to trace your on and then make your on and then trace. You're going to trace, make your own uppercase W, and then finish by tracing your uppercase W. On the back of that worksheet, circle the pictures that begin with W, as in wagon. We have an apple. Do we hear the sound when we say apple? No. What about when we say wagon? We do, so we will want to circle our wagon. Watermelon. Do we hear that W sound when we say watermelon? We do, so we'll want to circle our watermelon. What about watch? Do we hear that W when we say watch? We do, so we want to circle our watch. You'll connect the dots in the watermelon, and then you'll color the pictures. Then we're going to trace and write. Trace the lowercase W, make 2 of your own, and finish the line by tracing. Same thing with our uppercase W. Trace, make your own and finish by tracing, friends. Our next worksheet that we have for today. In each row, cross out the animal that does not belong and then color the mothers and their babies. Okay? The next worksheet is one of our number worksheets. You're going to count the objects and then you'll have 3 numbers to choose from, friends. Remember, Miss Sherry likes you to count really slow, and if you need to, as you're counting, take your pencil and mark out so you make sure that you counted correctly. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're looking for the number 10 and you'll circle the correct number that goes with the number of objects. Okay, friends, the next one is a coloring worksheet. This little girl is thanking God for our great country and praying that we all stay safe. You'll color her hair black. I know her dress is outlined in black, but you can color her pajamas. You can color her pajamas whatever color you like, okay? And yes, girls, you can do rainbow if you like. Her hair is black. Don't forget to write your name at the top. And our last sheet, friends, God made a colorful world. And this is just a color sheet that Miss Sherry added to our lessons this week. You don't have to do this one when you're doing your worksheets. You can save this to do later in the day if you would like to. And you can use your markers. You might want to paint it. Or use your crayons, whichever one you would like, friends. Okay. Miss Sherry skipped our counting this morning when we did our before we did our calendar. We like to count, so let's count with Miss Sherry, friends, all the way to 20. Ready? One moment. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, friends. Okay, and as I told you earlier, on day 1 and day 2, we read every day, Reader Book 7. Please refer to video 1, how to go over all of the sounds and the words that you'll be reading in Little Book 7. Okay, friends, that concludes our lesson for today. Tune in for lesson 4 tomorrow. Goodbye from Miss Sherry. Miss you much.